Welcome to the Podski. What? Ooh, yeah.
You understand, baby?
Dig it?
Let me tell you another thing.
First name John, last name Baker. Uh-huh. Brother.
Hello and welcome to the Podski. I am your host, the man of 1,000 gimmicks, John Baker. Episode 49. That's kind of crazy to say 49 already. Is episode 49. We are back to Hot Shots Wrestling Alliance. It is pay-per-view week. This is our first pape of our 25-week journey. This is week 5. This is Hell in a Cell. So if you are here for the regular Hot Shots shows, you made it to the right place. If you're looking for Vanderpump stuff, I'm very sad to announce that is not this show. That is coming up later in the week. So you're listening to this on Thursday when it drops. That Vanderpump show will be coming out on Friday. So thank you all for listening to that. So we're back. JC and I are back. What's going on, man?
Not too much. Just trying to do the whole transition thing back up home and getting all my ducks in a row with that. Working on some projects, some Hot Shots Wrestling Alliance related projects that I may or may not have had some great success with today.
JC teased me last night that he had a surprise for the show. And then at 4:00 this afternoon, we're recording on Monday. And at 4:00 this afternoon, he said, I fucking threw it in the trash. And I
Yeah. So I was trying something on this and it was going good, just like these things normally do. And then I found a way to this thing. And I may or may not have broken it and then spiked it into a trash can. Like I'm Travis Kelce working it in the fifth. Deep cut for anybody who knows. But yeah, it did not go well. It was going fine. And then I'd probably say hour 16 of this project, things started going downhill. And then I tried to recover from going downhill and it got worse. And then I was like, well, we'll call this a prototype. And then it didn't even look good enough to be a prototype. I got to the end of it, I put it all together and I went, even by my standards, this is not good. So we are rectifying the problem. Let me put it that way. And I should have it ready to go and now new and improved with more patience for the next Hot Shots Wrestling Alliance.
Oh, that is awesome. I can't wait to see what the surprise is. But yeah, we are going to be slowly making some changes here on the Podski. Nothing's changing. Nothing's going away. We're only adding more content.
I'm getting demoted to Podski Dark.
You are absolutely not getting demoted to Podski Dark. We obviously know that this is obviously a visual show. So we want people to watch. So this is going to start transitioning, obviously, as our watch along with all of our booking and everything like that. We want you as the listeners to travel to YouTube and watch along with us. We're still going to obviously keep the audio format, but we want people to really go to the YouTube and watch along with us because the whole point. So if you're listening to this in an audio format, please go to the YouTube, the Podski with John Baker on YouTube, and watch along. It's obviously the whole point. We're going to have different cuts on there of like the different matches and what we're doing on here too. So there's going to be a little bit more stuff that you're not going to get from listening in the podcast format.
For sure. I was joking about the Podski elevation that I'm now booked on. As I said to John the other day, if I fall any further down the card, I'm going to have to start digging a hole. But no, it'll be good. Paul White will be on commentary. We're gonna find out what makes Daddy Magic's nipples hard on my booking. But in all seriousness, please go over to the YouTube and watch it. It makes a lot more sense. I mean, our commentary, I would hope, is funny, but seeing what we're making fun of in the game and the glory that is the man boobs of Red Flame looks way better on YouTube than it does just listening to it. So please make sure you're going over to the YouTube. And I made an official Instagram account for myself related to the Podski. Let me pull up the official name here so I get it right. At Podski_doc. Okay, I will.
Podski_doc.
Yes, Podski Doc. Dr. JC, the common man, the pizza prince, red flame enthusiast, #1 doctor of the Podskiverse. So, if you're listening and you want some occasional silliness, and I'll post pictures of stuff occasionally wrestling related, go ahead and follow that at Podski_doc, no caps. Okay.
Yes, and if you are also not familiar with the Podski socials, it's the
what are you doing here?
Yeah, really, it's the _Podski on Twitter and Instagram, and the Podski with John Baker on Facebook, and also the Podski with John Baker on YouTube. So we thank you all for listening and checking out what we do. The show is going to be growing. We have some bonus content coming up too. You obviously know Justin Andretti. If you're a frequent listener here, we're gonna be launching a bonus show every week, Tooth and Nails. So it's gonna be some different off the beaten path content that we're gonna do here, and so that's what we're looking at. So the Podski is only growing and getting better. We're trying to make this enjoyable for all the listeners, and we're getting things in line here, especially because if you've been listening to us for a long time here, the whole big build was to get to WrestleMania. And with Andretti and I both going to WrestleMania, the whole build was to WrestleMania. Now WrestleMania is over. We've been spinning. I personally feel I've been spinning my wheels. So trying to get reorganized here, get us back on track, trying to do all the things Tony Khan's doing right now, reeling us back in, getting the ship back in course. And we're going all in here. So
does that mean I get to book ROH now?
Yeah.
It's a one-man committee. I kicked Jerry Lynn and Stokely Hathaway out. It's just me booking ROH now. Everybody's grabbing holds and telling stories.
Yep.
None of this flip-flop and fly shit.
None of them damn flips, just fists.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, we're definitely gonna have a lot more content, and yeah, so we just thank you all for listening and checking us out, and we're gonna get to it here. So we do have some news that we want to go over too. We obviously got the big news last week with CM Punk coming back for Collision. And obviously we had told you this 2 weeks ago that this was going to break when we were on last, but it did come to fruition. They announced Collision. They announced that CM Punk is going to be debuting. Not debuting, but coming back, reemerging. Yes, reemerging. And I feel fully engaged back into AEW again. What are your thoughts on the Punkster coming back?
I like it. It's interesting because they're doing it in a different way than they have done previously when they've had things like this where they were using a talent to sell tickets. They did it more quietly. It was more of a tongue-in-cheek. We dropped little hints that that this person might show up, but we don't actually go ahead and announce it beforehand. So that leads into people thinking, well, okay, they haven't sold enough United Center tickets to support it on a Saturday night. I don't know. I haven't looked at what the sales numbers are for tickets for that. I think it's good that he's back. I'm glad that they got it all together and that they got everybody in a place where we can work, even if it is on separate shows, and maybe the two never cross, them in the Elite or him in the Elite. Maybe they do at some point and they really, actually can draw some real money on this thing. I would expect he'll be at Wembley against someone. They'll probably start a build pretty quick. And who's going to be where and all that stuff. So it's great. I'm glad he's back. I'm glad the hee-haw back and forth. Is he, isn't he? Can they get it done? Whatever. I'm glad that's all over. And a lot of that is probably just rumors and innuendo, and how much of it is actually true. It's how this stuff goes. It's probably a third actual truth to whatever we're being heard. And Um, I'm glad he's back. I'm glad things are happening, and I'm looking forward to seeing where they're going because they're starting to heat up. Ultimately, with the booking and what's going on, with all the matches and things, they're really starting to heat up, and it's getting to be an interesting time. I thought Double or Nothing ended well. I don't know about, and I'm not going to beat to death because you guys already covered it. Um, I thought it ended well. The last two shows were the best. I thought the Battle Royal was good. They lost the crowd in the middle. I don't know what happened there because they were good matches.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me out of it a bit, honestly, not seeing the crowd react. And then, like,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the FTR, Double J, and Jay Lethal match, they were
Mm-hmm.
really trying to get the crowd the whole time.
Yeah.
And that sucked because those are four really good workers. Um, and I don't know if they need to just not run Vegas for a year, do it somewhere else, or the crowd just really wasn't interested in that one. And I mean, they were up and down in the middle of that for a while, so maybe I don't know. It could. And people online said that in person it was much louder, and so maybe it was a miking issue. But it looked like the performers were actually trying to get the people.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, was it really a miking issue? I don't really know that it was, but
I've heard that before, and I've heard that a lot actually about AEW. Like in the beginning, there that it wasn't as loud as what it actually was like in the building. I've heard that we've heard that multiple times. This isn't the first time this has happened. Um, but yeah, I felt that the crowd did die off a little bit. It's hard. It's hard for them. I feel like it's hard for them now to keep a crowd as hot as what they were in the beginning because everything was so fresh and new and you didn't know what to expect. And I feel like now that they've been going for, oh my gosh, they've been going for almost going on 4 years now, which is crazy.
yeah, it
So
is.
it's crazy to think that 3.5 years ago, we were just talking about the first AEW or Double or Nothing that just happened. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like it's hard now that everything's established, it feels like they've settled in, and the viewers I feel like have kind of settled in too. Like pretty much like I don't think that the American audience I don't think is grown as much, but I think that they definitely have a stronghold on a certain part of the market, and
Mm-hmm.
um I don't know what they can do outside of literally just promote bigger promotion and by promotion I mean like literally like Warner promoting more. Um
Mm-hmm.
or like I don't know if there's a signing or something. There I don't think that they need to sign anybody that's going to really change the course of anything, but
No.
what might help is reestablishing stars and building and getting good solid storylines, which they do some of the best storyline work in the business. I have no I've been very 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 critical of them over the last like 6 months, and it rightfully so. I mean they do, I feel like they do need some critiquing at some times, but
Agreed.
I feel like they're starting to get their ducks in a row, especially with this ROH news with um the announcement that Stokely and Jerry Lynn are running ROH. That's great news. That's exactly what we need to hear. That's one less thing off Tony's plate. He doesn't need to be booking all these shows and running the Jags and running Fulham and whatever else he does. Like, doesn't need to be doing all that. He needs to be some delegation. And I think like those are two great people to be put in place. And it's time to like really get back and get it going because they have right now is the time. Right now is the window for them to really start hitting it out of the park, especially with Wembley coming up. If they can run these shows, like I know that we had talked about this a little bit last week on the show. Andretti said this: if you can run something and do something before WWE does it, you got to go in and you got to make a big splash. You got to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, I feel like AEW they've plateaued a little bit over the last year. Let's push the envelope a little bit more and see if we can go any higher. So I think that they're going to have to do a little bit more winning the fans back over a little bit over this CM Punk deal, because I feel like that kind of there's a lot of loud noise on Twitter, and we know that that's like only a small percentage of the fans, but it leaves, and when you see this, I mean, they were the laughing stock of the wrestling business for a good bit. So let's, right our wrongs, let bygones be bygones. Let's get back to let's make money out of this deal, which I ultimately think will happen. And that's what we've been saying all along, is that this is going to happen. So I'm excited. I am hopeful, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to see I'm ready for the summer. This summer of AEW is going to be awesome.
I agree.
I'm just really
they
excited.
have so many big shows coming up between Forbidden Door and then Wembley and all out. So
yeah, there's a lot of stuff
they
coming.
got 3 big pay-per-views, and
there's not even like the spot shows that they do like on Wednesday nights. Like we haven't had a Bash at the Beach yet, haven't had a Fighter Fest yet, haven't had anything like that. So I don't know if that becomes, maybe they might push those on and off, like on Collision maybe, or something like that, like split them up a little bit. I don't know, but
could be.
I'm excited now. I mean, really excited, because I was really out on AEW, and that's only because of the whole Punk deal. It just left a bad taste in my mouth, and I didn't know what to do as a fan. I was in a conundrum, because you love the Elite, you love Punk, and then this happens, and you're like, what do I do? I don't want to pick sides. I'm trying to be unbiased, but
Right.
but yeah, I'm really, really, really excited for what AEW's got in store this summer. And let's feels like everything's starting to fall back in place for them, which is exactly what we like.
Agreed. And I really hope that momentum continues, and they get that TV deal, and it's announced, and it's even remotely as big as they're saying it might be.
Well,
and it was interesting that WWE used that, whether it's true or not, whatever, that I think they were basing off a rumor, that they used that in a court case for something, for
it's classic WWE.
Yeah, and some astronomical ass numbers. So
yeah, so the
but again,
rumor,
we don't know. Yeah,
we don't know. We don't know. This is all rumor and innuendo, but the rumor that WWE used this in a court case against them, then that court case against MLW, saying that, the MLW was suing WWE, saying that, WWE was hindering them and cornering, or trying to block out MLW from getting TV rights deals. And WWE's response was, well, AEW has just signed a new deal that is a 5-year deal with $240 million a year deal, which equals out to the $1 billion deal that was reportedly rumored weeks ago. So WWE is leveraging that in a court case. I feel like they are not going to throw that out there. Like when they go to court, it's legit. So I don't think that they would throw that out there unless it was true. So, that's huge for AEW. They're getting like 120 million, maybe. Like that was their deal total from the first TV deal. And like they were getting like $40 million a year. Now they're getting like 200 million more a year after this deal, if this is all true. So that's an enormous number. I can't imagine like the upgrade in visuals that we're going to see, talent raises that we're going to see. It's even better. I'm just really excited to see how they disperse and use this money and move forward, because they're gonna need it. And they've legitimately turned into the Pepsi of wrestling. There is a clear and defined Coke, which is WWE, and there is a clear and cut defined Pepsi, which is AEW, which is exactly what Khan wanted.
And I also think it's interesting what that will do from the Warner Brothers Discovery side of things. You have to think, they're going to put things on Max, which would be wonderful.
Absolutely wonderful.
But I also think, as far as a branding and a marketing standpoint, if they're investing that level of money into something, you got to think they're going to start to put the branding machine and the marketing machines behind them a little bit more.
Yeah, like, agreed.
Doing more than just putting a little bumper on the bottom of the screen before the next show, or before Dynamite comes on and Collision comes on, and
or a little lower third during NBA games, like
right. You'd think with that level of investment into AEW and that property, you'd think that they're going to, that if that comes to pass, they'll do more marketing, which means more ancillary money comes in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you can say, well, we have something pretty darn similar to WWE that is doing these big businesses, and
Yeah.
you can be at the start of this as a marketer.
Right.
They're only 4 years in, and now we're going to have a global brand.
Correct.
That's pretty big. So I really think it'll be interesting to see what Warner Brothers Discovery does in that regard. I mean, do we get more of the reality style
Mm-hmm.
shows
I'm
that
okay with that.
been
I still haven't. I thought that All Access was supposed to be on Max.
the first season, Roads to the Top.
Oh, okay. Because I tried to look for All Access, I couldn't find it.
No, you can catch it on Sling. I mean, I have Sling, so they still have, they have it up, all the episodes, I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure I could probably get it on YouTube TV too, which is what I have. So
yeah. But yeah, I saw that they put Roads to the Top on Max.
yeah,
Or I saw a tweet about it. I have not confirmed myself, but
cool.
So that is pretty neat. And I'm really hopeful for that and keeping it a sustainable business, so that we can enjoy it for years to come, and the wrestlers have another place to work for years and years to come, and
Absolutely,
better.
Absolutely. Yeah, and then the other bit of AEW news is that this AEW Fight Forever game that we've said on here multiple times on these hotshot shows. We're like kind of holding our breath, but then the more I see of this game, the more excited I get for it. So that's coming out at the end of June 29th, I believe.
Yes.
June 28th.
29th.
That is when AEW Fight Forever is coming out. Like Owen Hart is confirmed in it. Cody Rhodes is confirmed. Brody Lee is confirmed. They have DLC with FTR. I am uberly excited based off this gameplay. If you are a fan of No Mercy and the early 2000s WWE games, like the Smackdown series, that is like a mixture of the two. And I couldn't be any more excited for this game. Now, I have not pre-ordered. I'm holding off a little bit, but I'm very excited, and I am actually legitimately excited to see what they do with this game.
As am I. I'm looking forward to see. I play games a lot of the times for the single player modes.
Yeah.
I don't have any friends, so
only Podsky friends.
That's right. So I'm looking forward to like the single player modes they have going on. What will be cool is John and I can play the game, so we can play. We could do recordings for the Podski of playing it, and looking into some of those other things that they have, all the other modes they have. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll put the disclaimer out there again that we talked about it last time. We'll talk about it again this time. This is not a 2K23 game. Please do not expect. They have never once said that they are going to make the same style of game as that hyper realistic 2K23. It's not that. It was never that.
It's not a simulation.
Please don't go in expecting that, or you're gonna have a bad time.
Right.
We don't want you to have a bad time. We want you to enjoy what they actually went for, which is something different and pretty cool.
Correct. It is like WWF No Mercy. It is the N64 style. That's what the models look like. That's what the gameplay looks. The gameplay looks uberly close to a little more arcadey style, like the Smackdown series that you would have found on the PlayStation 2 back in the day. So those are my favorite games. And I never played No Mercy, but everyone says that game is the best wrestling game of all time. I beg to differ. That's only because I didn't play it. So, but they absolutely did not go for, simulation hyperrealism. They went for more arcade style with solid foundations of gameplay. So we have not got our hands on it yet, but we are just merely excited for everything that we've seen leaked so far.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit somebody with a kickflip, like right in the head.
Right.
So
yeah, you can take Darby's skateboard and ride it around, hit people with a kickflip with it. You can use 35 different things you can use, weapons.
Yeah, something like that.
It's
There's a
like
freaking
there's
gas can that turns into a bomb.
yeah, and like you can like
Yeah.
the ring, um, the barricade moves when you hit off of it when you dives outside. Like this game looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. There's a lot to it. I'm really, 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 really excited.
I even saw IGN did a
I did
preview of
too.
it.
I saw
I
it
didn't
too.
watch it because I didn't want to get spoiled for anything or have
Right,
them, their professional opinions affect what I'm thinking.
right.
But I mean, that's pretty big when they're doing stuff like that. So that's good
Yeah,
stuff.
definitely. Absolutely. Yeah, and then one last thing before we get started here. What are your thoughts on this new undisputed belt that WWE debuted on SmackDown this week?
It's a great color scheme. Black and gold is my favorite color combination. Um, I didn't hate. So when I saw it, my first thought was, okay, I don't hate it. And then and originally I thought the fake diamond whatever in the WWE logo,
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was white.
Oh,
And then I saw a high def picture of it that it's black.
gotcha.
I hated it less. Like I don't hate it. It's fine. It's basically the same belt with just some slightly different colors. And there's one of them now.
Oh,
So I think that'll help because people are like, there's three belts and like
yeah,
I said it before, I'll say it again. It's about the title of the thing. It's not about the physical belt they're carrying.
correct.
In this particular instance, like that's what it is. And I was watching 83 Weeks. They just put up Sting in TNA. That's this week's episode.
Oh, okay.
And they were talking about the belt at the beginning. About like that, about that it's three titles and I don't know what they're gonna do. And then they talked about like the point of the world heavyweight title and how that's supposed to be the one they're gonna because they couldn't book Roman on live events.
Oh,
So
okay.
they would have no world champion on their live events. So that's the point of bringing the heavyweight title back
Ah,
and having
gotcha.
a way to spotlight people. Like and so I'm good with the heavyweight title. And to your credit, you said this initially. The more I've looked at the heavyweight title, the more I've gotten to like it, and it does look better on a person.
Mm-hmm.
Still hate the big network
Yeah,
logo,
not a
but
huge
it
fan.
and seeing graphics of it with more contrast between the background and the graphics, the raised graphics, it looks better. Um, once you get that contrast going. So I don't hate it. I don't hate this one. I like that they look like two sides of the same coin
Mm-hmm.
in terms of color scheme and things like that. Um, but they're different enough.
Hmm.
So I don't dislike it. I mean, I'm not going to go buy one. Unless Cody wins it, then maybe I have to.
Yeah.
But like if for like my display and stuff, like I'll probably buy the kids toy version of it to put like with Cody, whichever one they eventually put on him.
Correct. Yeah, that's
I'll
what
do
my
that.
thoughts are too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm totally with you. I think that the gold and black is phenomenal color is a great color scheme together.
Mhm.
It looks a little too um and this is because it's new. It looks a little too like brassy. It looks a little too more it looks too brassy for me. It doesn't look gold. If is it or maybe it's just the photos I was looking at. Um I
It's
wish there
because
was
it's so bright. There's not enough contrast. I'm looking at a picture of it.
yeah, I just feel like I don't know. I don't hate the big W title. I don't hate it.
Yeah,
Um
it's grown on me over the years.
it's definitely yeah, absolutely. It's grown on me throughout the years. I get why they do it. It's branding and all that. It's whatever. I'm cool with it. I like it. Let's go. Let's let these two new belts I am totally in on. Um, I like the rebirth and redesign of them. So it's better than having two belts, a blue and a black. Like, let's just do one big belt. And then on the other side, let's have one belt as well. So I like the consolidation. Fingers crossed for a new tag team belt. Once we get the new tag team
Mm.
belt, then it should be good.
I sent
Should be
you
all
a high def
yeah.
picture of
Okay,
the
I like that a
Undisputed
lot
Belt.
more now.
Once you get a high def look at it, I think the only problem, what you said with the coloring, is there's so much gold right on the front of it, and it's not like actual gold. It's gold paint and then gold plated, like
Yeah,
the frame with the WWE logo in it and whatever.
I
Once you get a good look at it, I think it's not bad.
I do like it more that I see it now. It's one of those
Yeah.
things like that's I feel like that's the same way it is with all WWE belts. The first time you see them, they grow on you the longer that you see them.
Mhm.
But I'm definitely excited for this belt, and the bloodline is a fantastic. If you definitely saw what we talked about last week, definitely on YouTube, it was its own thing that we cut up too. So, um, but yeah, I'm super excited about. I don't know. I don't know what WWE could do any more differently, honestly. Like unless they literally just brought back the old Winged Eagle belts for like to make people happy.
Yeah, hey, I mean, screw it. Why not?
Yeah,
Bring
well,
back
yeah.
the Winged Eagle. Bring me the big gold. I'm not mad at any of that. Let's do it.
Yeah. I like the new twist that they put on them though.
Yeah, I mean, they're fine. You know, it's just like everything else in WWE. It's homogenized. So
Yeah.
you're never gonna get, like, I think probably as close as you'll get to something that's a piece of artwork in belt,
Hmm.
like title, whatever words they want to use, shape,
Yeah.
is what they have as far as the heavyweight, the IC, and the US belts.
Right.
So, and I mean, in those, like, I mean, a lot of people didn't like the um, the old US title before it got changed, and I mean, because that had been around forever.
Right.
So that was, and Wildcat belts is the company that makes all these, and they do a really nice job. I think that US title, in terms of technical achievement, is in the way they have. I'm a belt guy, sorry. Um, some of like the 3D effects on things and the way they've manufactured it, and like
Yes. Looks
it's
great.
very it's very awesome in terms of manufacturing achievement. And I think it looks good. I mean, it's not my favorite, but um, I definitely think it looks good. And the IC grew on me as well. I didn't like
Hmm.
that one at first, but it's grown on me, so no problem with that either. So like I said, it's all homogenized. It's just like watching their television product.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
it's so in that way, it's carrying the brand nicely.
Absolutely.
It's no AEW world title.
Yeah, it's no
What
AEW
is?
belt. Pretty Platinum is a great belt.
Oh, all timer.
Speaking of belts, before we hop into hot shots here, I want to do a quick. Do you remember anything from our last show that you did?
I know that Cody and the Red Flame tore it down in a Hell in a Cell. It did not get a good rating.
We thought it was fantastic. Check that out on the YouTube in the
Meltzer was not
archives.
into it. Yeah. Uh, I don't care what anybody says. I am a Red Flame apologist. Um, he's going right to the top. Eventually, he'll have to waddle there. But, um, but besides that, no, I'd have to look at my booking book here.
I'll give a little bit of the SmackDown report here. So where we left off last time was SmackDown. Io Sky, she had won the title from Dewdrop. She is the AEW or the AEW WWE Women's Champion for SmackDown.
Let's get through these rounds of cuts coming up. She might be on AEW before. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I like Io Sky. No Io hate here.
Yeah, no Io hate. Sami Zayn, he gained the WWE Championship from Shanky. So that was a little bit of an unexpected win. Otis also won the championship away from R-Truth. He won the Intercontinental belt. So that was also interesting. I was not expecting that win either.
Nice.
Dexter Lumis and HBK retained their dominance over Dolph Ziggler and Ludwig Kaiser for the men's tag team championship. And Bayley and Carmella, they continue to reign supreme over Natalia and who the heck is her partner? I totally forgot now. Oh, Xia Li.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, look at me.
Another jobber.
Just burying my own talent.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're hot and heavy here. We're SmackDown. We're pretty even. We are damn close in fans. Like we are so close. Like I kind of jumped out a little bit. Then you pulled that card, and then we pulled back even. So we're pretty even Steven right now, which I'm not overly excited.
Remind me again who's in first place.
You were in first place.
Yeah, that's right. Woo! WCW, baby.
Give your damn WCW report.
So I have written down here just where my rivalries are, just in terms of their star ratings. And that's exactly right. The rivalries have continued to grow. In the main event scene, we've had Kane and Finn kind of playing a little bit of hot potato with the title. But they are ready to pop off at this pay-per-view. We have the women's tag titles, which have been underwhelming in terms of star rating, but we're building. All four of these ladies, Tamina and Shotzi, and then Raquel Rodriguez and Roxy. They're up there pretty good. Not quite to a 4-star level yet, but they're getting there. In the men's mid-card match, or the men's mid-card title, which is the hardcore title, we have Orton and Austin Theory, who've just been bumping the crap out of each other. So they're way up there with a 4-star rivalry. Asuka and Chyna are in the main event scene for the ladies. So they're up there as well. And then we have the sleeper of the entire show, Cody Rhodes and the Red Flame. Last week I tried to I took a bit of a gamble with what I was doing. If you do the type of match that I did, there's a 50% chance that it will give your rivalry another star. So if your rivalry goes one other star and then you do that type of match, it will give you an extra star. There's a 50% chance it will give you an extra star. So with how close we are to the pay-per-view, I was trying to get to a 3-star rivalry so I could pay it off. And that did not work out in my favor. The critics were not all in the same way we are on the Red Flame. They just don't see the vision.
La Flama Roja.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Cody's working his tail off trying to make him look like $1 billion. And the Red Flame is just continuing to get girthier and girthier. Week by week. How do you get your titties to go around the entire way? If anybody knows from the Major Wrestling Figure podcast, someone once asked Kamala how he got his pecs to go all the way around.
Hey man, how'd you get them titties go around your back?
Great show. But we are coming up on this here pay-per-view, and we're gonna see how these pay off for us.
Absolutely, yeah. We pretty much have our feuds. Yeah, we pretty much have our feuds intact. We pretty much know what the cards will do. It's just a matter of executing them. So, and trying to see where we're at on the other side, which I'm so nervous for the other side because the stamina bug has hit me now. So, I'm sure that while I'm booking, you will see how bad my stamina is for my roster, but I ran them into the fucking ground. So in trying to keep up with JC because he pulled that damn card and caught up. So I'm trying to keep the status quo and I ran my roster into the ground. So you will see how I try to book this show and what I might be thinking on the other side for weeks 6 and 7. So We will get to Hot Shots right now. All right, we're back here on Hot Shots. This is the Hell in the Cell show. This is our first pay-per-view. So, as you can clearly tell here, I have a commissioner goal to I can't book my cruiser this week. That's absolutely asinine. I have to book this. I have no choice. And if this is the problem. If I would have a chance to be able to do this, I could block JC from booking one of his opponents on the next show. Well, the problem is that cruisers are a big part of my show. So, and this is the pay-per-view. I got to go all out. So, my biggest feud is Sami Zayn and Shanky. So I got to put them on last. So we're going to put them in the big show here. Actually, you know what? My biggest match, my biggest feud is my tag team. I might pivot and make the tag team. They're level 3, so I think I'm going to go big and I'm going to put them in a tornado tag. I'm going to put the boys in. Let's take it to the limit here. This is obviously going to be a tag match. I believe there is a power card for this too. Tornado Alley. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to use that for sure. Yeah, we're doing that. So now this tornado tag match is going to get a 5-star no matter what. We should start big too. So the other thing with this show is I'm going to spend a shit ton of money. So that's the only, I don't really know what else to do. I'm going to have to spend a boatload of money. So, this one's going to absolutely kill. This one's going to suck because this is going to kill Dewdrop and, EO. So I don't have a choice. I got to put them in their stamina is murdered and I don't have a choice. I have to book them because it's damn show. So I'm going to put this on EO. That way, she's not overly dead for the next show too. I just kind of I don't really have a choice. Also, I might make JC. I might pull the double cost on JC too. So we'll get to that in a little bit. The opener, we want the opener to go high and then we want to dip low and then we want to build the show back up. So, our next highest thing is the, I got to do a Hell in a Cell match because it's branded. So we're going to put the women's tag, in here as well because they're a level 3 as well. They're a level 3, so we got to put them. So we want to build the show back up to the end, which the end is going to be the big men's match. So we're going to run 2 tag team matches back to back, but that's the cost of doing business. We're going to put the lowest one on here. We're going to do an Extreme Rules match with Otis, and because they're the lowest rated, they're the lowest rated rivalry right now. It's a match specialty for Otis. So, let's just boost this one a little bit too. And then we're going to have the world title in a Hell in a Cell because it's branded. There's going to be a bonus. So we're going to put Sammy and Shanky in there and we're going to do a little dance. So, I got all my feuds. I have every feud booked. I've spent a boatload of money on this show. So let's put T-Bar in a self promo, and let's do a charity with Ivar. Yeah, charity for Ivar, and then we'll put charity for Cruz del Toro. And every single person on my roster is being used here. So we're going to do an advertising with Dewey Carter. Why not? I have used every single person on my roster. And looking at this right now, so I came in here to look at not my roster, but I came in here to look at the free agents. Dude, these free agents like The Rock is available this week. That's the first time I've seen him. I saw Heath Manhattan and I got uberly excited about Heath Manhattan. The big kicker here is that the fucking boogeyman down here, which if you are a Podski listener, you know that I fucking love the boogeyman. I feel like I have to sign the boogeyman. So bruisers fight well against fighters. So if I'm gonna do this, I need to find a fighter to put him against. And I'm gonna have to start recycling people here too. So I'm gonna sign the boogeyman. And JC is gonna shit his pants for the next show. So that's a little bit of something. The only reason I'm doing that is because I want to pit him probably against somebody on the roster. I could put him in if I don't think that this thing's gonna work out really well. I'll find. Don't worry, I'll find a spot for Boogeyman. I could pit him against. I could start a new tag team and put him against him with Loomis. Loomis and HBK are going to be looking for new dudes. So I need to put a bruiser. I need to make a new tag team. So Boogeyman's probably going to insert himself into the tag team picture. So I've used every single person on my roster. I might pull the double cost on him because he has to spend a shit ton of money no matter what. So I'm going to do that because I need to get an edge here. And contract negotiations, I don't think I need that one. But show logistics, Hell in a Cell. We're obviously doing that. We get a new road crew. All right. Fuck. I'm spending so much money here. Book. I feel like we need to do the road crew. I mean, it's only going to help for show quality purposes. Lighting, regular lighting, and that. So, all right. Our show has costed so much money. Oh my gosh. my show is going to cost $200,000, but I think that's a perfect play for me to. You're listening, aren't you, JC? Oh, okay. I'm looking at him. So I think that this is going to work out perfect here. So, all right. I'm pulling it on him.
I'm laughing at something I just sent you.
Oh, okay. All right. You're good then.
While I'm booking, I need you to watch that video I just sent you because it is 110%. Actually, you know what? The crew needs to hear this. Okay, it's just a snippet of it is an AI generated voice of Mr. Krabs. And he is singing Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. Look at the photo.
I watched this earlier today.
Okay. So this is 110% the Red Flames entrance music. And I just have a snippet so we don't get taken down. But when he gets to the one point, I lost my mind. Ow. Not playing?
Yeah, I think it's a Zoom deal.
Okay. Anyway. He hits the hee as Mr. Krabs. Lost my mind. That's why I was back like this and laughing.
Oh.
That's timed up with what you do because I lost my shit.
I'll insert it on the YouTube.
Okay, because I 100% went. So we may have to have my match be the Red Flame match another week in a row because we need that music coming out to Red Flame.
All right. Well, good luck. Good luck, and rest in piss in your booking.
All right. Screw you. All right. So let's look at the emails we have here. So first one we have up here is China saying my contract is up at the end of the week. She's been a main eventer. And she's looking at staying. She'd be interested in 68K. Me too. I'd be interested in 68,000 as well. That sucks. I would like to do the difference between. So it's saying, my options are here. it would either be $68K to pay her what she wants, or $47K is the other option. I would like somewhere in the middle, but China's been a big part of it. So, and I have the extra cash Reno. So we're going to make sure China stays on the roster. Buddy Matthews, I haven't had any matches in a while. The fans are starting to forget about me. That's not true. You do charity promos every week, pal. I had been murdering your popularity because of it. How about cutting a promo? Sure thing. Okay, we'll see what happens here. Worst case scenario, he gets mad, he loses some morale. I still use him as a promo device. So do I need to get him on this week? Hopefully not. Hey, boss, I've been talking with Kane a lot lately. Cody, that's the wrong red flame. Okay. You want to be in a tag match with Kane? Okay, we can do that for 1 week. It makes you happy, and then I never do it again. All right, so, Buddy needs a match this week. Buddy, I don't know that that's going to happen for you. I'm sorry. So going in here into my journal, looking at the different things. Finn Balor expects to make an appearance at the upcoming PLE. That's no problem. Cody needs a tag match with Kane within 3 weeks. We can make that happen. Buddy wants a match this week. Let's see if we can make that happen. We have plenty of extra booking slots this week, so we'll see what we can do with that. First thing to do, when I play this game by myself without someone to book against, I always forget to check this. I'm trying to do all the booking and stuff. So we need to do this right now and make sure we get... we have the branded show, so we're going to unlock that for $20K. No problem. We're going to book it. What's our road crew looking like? Yeah, I want to really hit it out of the park with this. Booking, so we got the backstage crew, we got the good one there. Special effects, nothing's open. Advertisement, nothing is open yet. So we did what we could with the show logistics for the paper. Look at our roster here again. Kane's our Kane is our champ, our men's champion, and he's going to go against Balor. Asuka's our women's. She's with China. We're going to have to watch some of these stamina. Some of these staminas are getting a little rough. I do remember that Austin Theory, they're in a good... him and Orton are in a good rivalry, but he's hurt. So Austin Theory's hurt, so that doesn't help me very much, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that he's hurt. Although Orton is back next week, that doesn't really help us today that much, but that does open up room for Buddy Matthews, and we may have to go find some other stars as well, which we'll get into here in a bit. Looking through the power cards here. Nothing I'm super interested in buying at the moment. He's bonus with less than 6 popularity. All right, we're gonna save that moon for the payoff to the moon card for the payoff match at the end when we pop that rivalry with Cody and the Red Flame. We are definitely gonna hit this pre-match physio. Who was I looking at here? Who's pretty low? Gonna put that on China, who we just re-signed. Her stamina is not great, so we want to help her not get hurt. Alrighty. So let's start getting some matches. I know what it's gonna end with. I want Kane and Balor popping that rivalry. So I'll worry about stips and stuff in a minute. I'm just gonna get all of the matches on the card. We're going to put China and Asuka. We're going to put them in there. That ought to blow the roof off. So we'll get that in there. What else do we have? We need to put on... The commissioner challenge this week is to not put on the women's tag team champs. And unfortunately for that, we're going to have to run this one anyway. Oh, now we're hitting buttons randomly. My bad. Tag team. We're gonna we'll figure out steps in a minute. Heels versus faces. All right. They have a nice level 3 rivalry. Asuka and China are at a level 4. Finn and Kane are at a level 4. Our level 1 rivalry, Kane, Cody Rhodes, and the Red Flame. We're gonna have to get that one going, so we'll get that on there on the card, and then we have one more spot, and we need to get Buddy Matthews in a match, and he doesn't have a rivalry at the moment, so we need to find somebody for him. He is a heel and a fighter, so let's find a babyface bruiser. We want something a little... The Rock's a little expensive. I would love that. Ooh. That's still... I'm looking here at the Leviathan, which is Batista in FC or in Deep South. Or OVW. I'm sorry, OVW. I don't think that's... Well, we'll see what else is out there. Trying to maintain a budget for a certain amount of time, and the two babyface bruisers are the Leviathan, Batista, and The Rock. And they're both pretty expensive, so let's see what else in the Legends category is out here. Oh man, lots of things, but nothing really... Okay. Well, we could do Farouk. Or... Because he's not bad. That's 42,000's not bad at all. Scott Steiner, he's a bruiser, but he's a heel. So I don't have time to turn him and then be able to put him on the show. So I think we're going to go with Farouk. So this will be a big men slapping meat kind of show here. All right, so let's put these two in a match. Fortunately, it's a little cold. That's all right. We had an injury. It happens. That was my fault. That ought to be a good match. So that takes care of the matches. We need to figure out some stipulations and the order of things. But let's also look at our promos. So we are for sure going to have Charlotte Flair come out and cut a charity promo. We're for sure going to have Penelope Perfect. Yikes. Then we have two more unbooked seats. I don't necessarily want to let those go to waste. Let's see what kind of talent we can book. Keith Manhattan. That man looks like Deuce and Domino. If anybody remembers Deuce and Domino. And for $6,000, we're signing Heath Manhattan. He's coming in strong to cut us a good charity promo. Oof. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel here a little bit. With some of these, we're gonna go with Cora Cut. You could always use another female on the roster. So for a little bit of cash, we can fill these other two promo spots. We're gonna hit that charity button. And even if their promo isn't that great, it's just less fans. But having some extra folks on the roster as folks to be beaten and folks who can just generate me some fans for a while is a wonderful thing. It really helps a lot with getting that fan total up. And since John and I are so close, we really have to watch that. So let's talk about placement on the card and steps. I think since this match is cold, we're going to put that right after the open. This is a level 1 Cody and the Red Flame. They're a level 1, so we're going to put that right in the middle of the card. The tag team match, the women's tag match, is that's a level 3 rivalry. So we can get and expect some goodness out of that. So we're going to put them right before the main event. And we're going to see, so there's, like I said before, there are stipulations, and how these stipulations work can impact what we're doing. So, some of the ones I was looking for out of this aren't necessarily there. So we might not be able to pay this one off as much as I would like. And I also want to look at their staminas. They're a little rough. So let's look. I don't want to kill anybody. I want to save that. That Hell in a Cell is a branded PLE bonus. And it costs a little bit, but that's okay. But it'll really give us a big bump in the rating. So I'm going to save that for the special occasion. I think in this case, we get a nice... I think we're going to do a tables match. I don't want anybody to get hurt because my champions are involved in this. So I don't want anybody to get hurt. And it's going to hurt the match quality a little bit, and that's... But that's what we're going to do. We definitely want to put the titles on the line. So that one is set. So I'm happy with that. Where's our stamina at? That's not great either. I think we're going to do a Hell in the Cell again with these two, with Cody Rhodes and the Red Flame. We're going to do a Hell in the Cell. It's right in the middle of the show. It'll get a branded PLE bonus, which is good because of the Red Flame's lack of popularity with the internet crowd, not the Podskiverse here. What's going to not be great is the... and this is where I'm kind of having some issues thinking about it, is the stamina that it's going to take from both Cody and the Red Flame. If anyone remembers, I sat out Cody for the first couple of weeks because I was trying to get his stamina back up. So I might rethink that, actually. Maybe we'll have an extreme... We'll leave it at an Extreme Rules for now, and we'll see how the rest of the card plays out. I think this Farouk and Buddy Matthews, I think this is a good place to use the Hell in a Cell. It's a good time for it. We're taking out... these guys both have a lot of stamina, so we're not necessarily... We might get injured, but the stamina is good there. So let's book that. And I need to make sure that this match, the China and Asuka match, that needs to be a title match. I definitely want to pay this off. I think this might just be a regular match because I'm really afraid of China's stamina. They're both going to need some time off. So we're going to just have that as a regular match. We have a Hell in the Cell. We have an Extreme Rules. We have a tables match. And then for our main event, let's look at some of the things we can do. I think we're gonna run this actually as a submission match. Again, it's gonna be more expensive, but what it does do is it gives you 1,000 fans, and it resolves any rivalry, which was going to happen anyway, and it grants an additional 1,000 fans per rivalry level resolved. So it's actually going to resolve and end up giving me 5,000 fans from this match just because of the submission, plus what it would normally give me. So it's a little expensive. And if we look at it again, there was something else I want to look at too with that. Stamina cost medium, that's not great. They might need a week or two off, whoever the champion is by the end of it. But we're going to run it. Make sure we turn on the title match, the world title match. We have our openers, a regular match.
I couldn't find that in your Apple Music library.
Both of their...
Play a radio station or ask for your music.
Sorry, my Siri kicked off there. My apologies. I'm going to need to remember to turn off my HomePod next time. We have our mid-card match. That's going to be a Hell in the Cell. They both have plenty of stamina, so that's going to work out great. We have our mid-card match. It's going to be an Extreme Rules, so it's going to take some of the stamina out. They might need a bit of a cooldown, but we have some other people we can feature while they calm down, and then we can use maybe another week or two to build that for the next pay-per-view to pop that rivalry then when they're a little fresher. We have the tables match for the women's tag titles, and then we have a submission match with all of the wonderful things they will do for our world title match. Our show logistics are set. Rosters are fine. Let me just make sure about the backstage booking, see if we can save any money on it. Because it is a little bit, what's the 35? We could save $45,000 by playing a card, so I think I'm going to play this backstage booking card. So we'll save a little bit of money there, which is always good. Money becomes a real big factor coming up after this first pay-per-view, where we have to really start thinking about stamina, and we will have to bring in more people to set that off. So just looking through any of my other cards, not a big deal. I got to remember to do that to the Moon card. Eventually, that'll be a little bit closer in an upcoming show. Yeah, I think we're... this is another thing I need to definitely make sure I'm thinking about, is these Hall of Fame trophies. In another playthrough I'm doing by myself, I have more fans and more money than the opposing GM, but because they have a trophy, that puts them automatically in first place. So if you have more trophies, no matter if you have more fans and money, it puts you in first place. So I need to make sure I'm really paying attention to these and keeping up with them. And we can see here, I already have 2 of them completed. And then the other 2 are book a show with all promo slots filled, which I normally do, and then complete 5 challenges this season. So we'll keep an eye on those. We're not going to run our, we are going to run our tag champs. We are running our tag champs. We're running Buddy Matthews. That takes care of our journal. He gets, Finn Balor's play is in. We'll do the tag team going down the line. I think this one is good to go, so we're gonna confirm that booking, and we'll get John back on the horn here, and he should be ready to rock and roll. Confirm that booking up.
All right. So I instantly see something wrong with my booking that I am very irritated with, because I know for a fact that I locked in Hell in a Cell as the building, and it looks like I'm in a high school gym.
Oh no.
Now I am super pissed. Well, I guess I'll save money in running the building, I guess. Pack everybody in for Hell in a Cell. Come on down to the gym, peeps. Wow. That's annoying. But anyways, The controls on this, I have to admit, sometimes the controls on this are fucking infuriating. Because
I
like you
agree.
think you lock something in and you don't. And this is a clear cut, like obvious. All right.
Stinky
Anyways.
running.
Huh?
Stinky
Oh,
running.
Yeah, Smelly's running in here. So all right. Well, I'm so mad right now. I don't even want to do the show right now. I'm so pissed. All right. Well, the opener is going to be a last woman standing for the WWE title because I feel like I built a great show. So, anyways, we're going to simulate this up.
That's bold having your world title match in the middle of the show.
Well, I looked at the levels of where the level of the rivalry was, and the highest level rate rivalries were my main events. So I got a 4.5-star classic to start off the show, and the rivalry grew, which is not what I had in some of my bookings. I wanted to get, you want the rivalries to end at the pay-per-views, but clearly they're not, that's not going to happen. So
yeah, I had one like that.
Yeah, I had plenty like that. I'm surprised that I was wondering if somebody was going to get hurt there, but we got T-Bar. He got no popularity, but his promo was okay. Then we come into the mid card, the IC belt. This is going to be an Extreme Rules, and we're going to simulate that up with R-Truth and Otis. And Otis comes out victorious again. Injury alert. That actually kind of works out. That works out. All right. Well,
yeah, it wasn't your champion, so that's good.
He wasn't the champion. R-Truth is injured for 3 weeks, but we got a 4-star, so he went down. Probably not down low enough.
Yeah.
All right, Ivar brought some more peeps in with a little promo rating. All right. Now here's our Hell in a Cell world title match. For the men's side, we got Sami Zayn versus Shanky. And this is going to be a simulation. So we're going to simulate it up. And Sami Zayn retains in a 5-star.
Oh.
I gotta have 5 stars the rest of the way. I was not expecting that to get a 5-star.
That's rough. Yeah.
That's not right. It doesn't matter as long as the next 2 get 5 stars. I'm all right. Because then it went up and then it was up and it went down and came back up. So all right.
Well, Natty's in one of them, so I don't know if you're gonna get a 5-star on this one.
Well, we'll see. So that got a 5-star. Hell in a Cell got a 5-star. Cruz del Toro got some more peeps. All right, Cruz. All right, so then we have our mid-card women's tag team championship match. This was a heated rivalry between Bailey and Carmella versus Natalya and Xia Li, and this is going to be a Hell in a Cell, so this should receive the PLE bonus for it being a Hell in a Cell. So we're going to simulate that up. Carmella and Bailey retain in a 4.5-star classic, so I probably should have flipped them. But the rivalry is complete.
That's
that
good.
works out perfectly.
Yeah.
All right, Dewey Carter made a little bit of money, but lost some popularity. So, all right, that's all that matters. He made money, the people made noise. That's all that matters. All right, and the main event. This is a big rivalry that's been on the show throughout. This is going to be a tornado tag main event between HBK and Dexter Lumis and Dolph Ziggler and Ludwig Kaiser for the World Tag Team Championships. And we're going to spectate that match. And this is going to be our Hell in a Cell main event. I don't know what to expect from this. This could be an absolute
Here's what
clunker.
I know. Gratitude is going to be demanded.
I'm so mad that I'm not running a big show. Like, we're in a gym.
Them's the breaks sometimes. I was actually really focusing when you go back and watch this and listen to this, you'll see me going back and really focusing on my show logistics, getting those tuned in the way I want, making sure I was hitting my journal.
Yeah.
And hitting the cards.
I couldn't hit my journal this week. They wanted me to not book my highest rated cruiserweight. It's the pay-per-view.
Right.
Like, I have to. I don't have a choice.
Yeah. I had the same stuff. I had a couple demands, but I also I'm not going to get the commissioner's card this week because they didn't want me to run my women's tag champs.
Yeah, you got to on a pay-per-view.
And I'm like, it's a level 4 rivalry on a pay-per-view. I can't.
Right. So Dolph Ziggler strutting that ass in the ring right now, and should be Ludwig Kaiser, his tag team partner, coming out now.
Do you think he watched Dark Side of the Ring last week?
Ludwig Kaiser?
No.
Or Dolph?
Dolph.
I haven't seen it yet, so.
Oh, come on.
Oh, because
I
it
made
was
a
sunny.
joke.
Yeah. Sorry, I was a little behind there. Jeez. That'll,
But the
that'll
bigger question is, do you think Sonny saw it? Do you
He saw
think they
something.
get that in prison?
I don't know. It's interesting. That's one of the funniest stories that has ever been told, is the fact that Dolph Ziggler for WrestleMania 28 left the WrestleMania after party, which the WrestleMania after party is like a huge deal where all the talent, Vince, everybody, they all do a after party where everybody goes to. Celebrities that were at the show pop in there too. But it's like a big thing. And Dolph Ziggler blew off the WrestleMania after party to drive upstate in Florida to bang Sonny. And conveniently made it to Raw the next night. So making towns and banging the rats.
I was gonna say, are you gonna finish that?
Yeah. Guess that's where Kushida learned all of it.
I was gonna say you can really tell that Shawn Michaels had an influence on Dolph's career.
All right, so there's our first set of there's our challengers, Ludwig Kaiser and Dolph Ziggler. Here comes Loomis carrying the belt. Look at him. He looks fantastic.
What a model. That's more talking than he's ever done in WWE, just right there.
Yeah, really. All right.
I like that he comes out looking potentially homeless.
Yeah.
Don't
Great-
step on the Black Hawk logo. You
Great
step
mustache,
around
though.
the logo. He does have a great mustache.
Pointing to the crowd, strutting that ass.
Okay. Is he a babyface or a heel?
I believe he is babyface.
I can see it.
But he's looking pretty angry right now, so.
Yeah, but I'm kind of a babyface, and I look angry all the time.
I like
Some
how
of
you
us
added-
can't help it, John.
I love how you added kind of a babyface. I'm so upset about the fact that I'm running this. Like, I know for a fact that that was one of the last things I did. I went in and I made sure that I got my show logistics, and I made sure that I picked that one. And I even paid for it. That's the problem.
Oh.
Paid for it, didn't even use it.
Oh man.
So here
That's
come-
great gear. That is
yeah.
great
This
gear.
this is custom HBK gear and the DX gear, even though he's not in DX. But Shawn Michaels is out here strutting that ass. Literally.
Yeah, I want that action figure of that gear.
Yeah.
It was the
that's-
ringside
that-
exclusive from years ago.
Yeah, I have the Deluxe Aggression one of that, and that one was more expensive than I wanted to pay for it, but actually no, it was actually a pretty good price. But if you want to get that elite is $100 or more.
I'm really hoping they run that back in those
Greatest hits.
Greatest hits.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
I mean, they just ran back that Harley race.
Yeah, but they haven't ran any. I don't think they've ran any ringside exclusives back. They've been like Target exclusives they've done. Who knows? Look at that. Even got pyro.
Oh. They're not gonna be able to see the match. There's gonna be so much smoke in that gym that there's no way the fans are gonna be able to see the match.
I'm literally so pissed that we're in a gym. I know that I picked that pay-per-view place. I know I did it. Watch me
Well, see,
go
if
back
this
and
had
watch.
been an Iron Man match, you could have 110% used those scoreboards to keep track of the falls.
Could have absolutely done that.
Look at that backstage.
It's fantastic. All right, so we're gonna get this match.
I like that they didn't fill up the top row.
Yeah.
This looks like my alma mater's gym. Like
All
my
right.
college. That's how small it is.
They are getting after it here. This is our tornado tag match. Wow, Ludwig
Oh, okay.
going up high early.
I
don't know
like how
what
he
to
laces
expect.
his boots.
Yeah, I kind of like that too. I really don't know what to expect out of this match, other than you know, HBK and Loomis have dominated this for the last 3 weeks. So, I mean, it's hard to know what's going to happen here. You never know what's going to happen on a pay-per-view.
That's true. I gotta say, this looks like every AEW tag team match ever.
Yeah, really messy right
Just
now. A lot of dudes flying
not one
around.
person. Yeah, no one's following the rules.
Well, it is Tornado, so it doesn't really matter. Look at that. Shawn Michaels, whoop, over top. Ooh. There's a lot going on in the ring right now. The Kaiser and Ziggler connection were starting to take over there, but a lot of springboard
I was thinking the same
here.
thing. Yeah, a
I've
lot of
seen
springboard
like at least
work.
3 springboard attacks already.
Yeah,
Sean
and-
catching a breather and coming back in. Now Ziggler, or not Ziggler, Loomis is out on the oh, he's grabbing a weapon.
Oh, is that legal?
I'm assuming it's a championship match. Oh, there's nothing under there. Maybe he was
I
just
didn't
seeing
know
if
if
Indy
it-
was under the ring.
Yeah, well, somebody's got to help him out. Yeah, I was wondering if
Early cover there, broken up.
in a tornado tag if it's no DQ or not.
I don't know. There's another
So many
springboard,
springboards.
and Ziggler's busted open, and we got a pin here. 1, 2, and a kick out.
Yo, bring that kendo with you, buddy.
So Ludwig Kaiser got a kendo stick out, and Loomis is going outside to get. He's looking for another weapon. Oh, he's got a chair. Now he's going around the outside, and he's gonna hell. Ziggler took it from him. From Northern Lights.
I thought Dexter Loomis was gonna Braun Strowman him.
Yeah.
Just
Shawn
run around and
Michaels-
shoulder
Shawn
tackle.
Michaels nip up there. Oh, famouser.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh, Sean is
We
stunned.
got a cover in the ring. Sean's down. 1, 2, kick out.
Mr. Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
He's not getting pinned that easy.
Ziggler is whipping Loomis's ass on the outside right now.
He is.
Jesus.
must owe him
Stomping
money.
a mud hole and walking it dry.
He made a dark side of the ring comment.
Oh, there's a chair. Okay, chairs must be legal.
Yeah.
Sean is absolutely getting his ass whipped now too. Oh, there's a reversal. Sean does have a finisher stored. So does Ziggler. So we'll see who can use that first. Ooh. Oh, there it is. Sweet chin
Oh,
music.
there it was. Oh, tired. That's a tired finisher. I was
1,
wondering when we were going to see one.
2. Oh, he kicked out.
Oh.
That was a tired finisher. That was awesome. I'm glad we finally saw one of those.
Yeah, I was thinking about that when you said that Sean had one. I was wondering
Sean's
if we
out.
were going to see a tired finisher. So for those who don't know, in this game, they brought in tired finishers. So what happens is, like you saw on the screen, the character hits their finishing maneuver, and then they like either fall onto the person or they fall kind of
Yeah. Oh, you got
onto the
cover?
mat and then crawl over. Oh, we got a
We got a-
submission and a cover.
We have a submission and a cover, and the ref is focused on the submission. What this
Count
is?
to 1,000.
This is interesting. Sean's breaking out. Sean broke out of the submission. Oh,
Dexter was pinned for 5 minutes.
yeah, Dexter's literally pinned for a 10 count. Oh, here we got a cover. Sean kicked out. Ziggler has almost 3 finishers stored. Loomis has 1 now. Loomis is on the run. Just got whacked with a kendo stick. Took it from him and got him back. Sean is on the offense again here.
Hell of a neck breaker from the Heartbreak Kid.
Here
Oh,
comes
got a
Ludwig.
fireman's carry.
Oh,
Oh, C4, little Death Valley driver.
yeah, Loomis better get in
Dolph's
there.
over
break that up.
there.
The good
Dolph
breakup.
over there
Dolph is slumped.
Yep.
What was a choke slam? Or I'm not sure what that is. Is that a bookend?
This is like a Uranagi or a bookend, yeah.
They had a
John
break
looks
up there.
sleepy. John looks like he's about to get in a fight with some Marine.
What is that? Ooh.
Oh, we got the kendo. Just gonna
More kendo
wear out
action.
Kaiser. Oh, there's another tired
There's another
finisher.
one, yeah.
They
Sean better
share.
hop- Sean broke it up.
He like
These
super jump.
These tired finishers are awesome.
Yeah, loving seeing it.
It's really adding some different stuff to the match here. Sean, another springboard.
The crowd is going banana.
Yeah, the crowd. Yeah. Oh, Sean did that.
Oh,
There's a lot of action in this match.
yeah, there is.
Ooh. Oh, Ziggler reversal.
Judo roll. Ooh, right hand, straight right.
Okay, Sean's got another finisher.
Yeah, setting
Oh,
for it.
here he
He's
is tuning up the
setting him
band.
up. Yep.
Loomis has got it out under control on the outside. There's a cover. 1, 2. Oh, and a kick out.
Wow.
Oh, there's a stoner. Oh, they got a
Oh,
double cover.
another.
1, 2. Oh, he kick out. 1, 2. Loomis wins.
Oh my God.
Look at the drama.
He should have.
that
If that was Bryce Remsburg, he'd have been counting with both hands at the same time.
Dude, that was awesome.
That was a great finish.
That was a great finish to an awesome pay-per-view in the smallest
got
venue
color.
possible. Sean did get a little bit of color. Look at that.
Dexter showing the most emotion he's ever showed in his entire life.
Wow.
He's the world champion.
So that
Happened.
was awesome. That got a 5-star match.
There
And
you go.
HBK's injured.
He did get color, so he probably got suspended or fined.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was actually an excellent start and what I needed, but HBK's injured for 4 weeks. That actually kind of plays into what I wanted to do too, because I had some ideas coming on the backside of that. So
Okay.
pretty good star ratings for the show. Let's see what WC Dubs got for us now.
All right. So our first match of the night is Asuka and Chyna for the women's. I don't think it says heavyweight on there. Maybe it does. The women's world title. So, I gave Chyna a pre-match physio card on this because I'm really afraid she's gonna get hurt, and it's also only a normal match.
Yeah.
For this one because I was worried about stamina on both of these two. So they've had a nice long rivalry. It is a level 4, so we're going to see this one pay off. We're going to simulate, and Chyna is our new champion. It was a great match, 4-star. Doesn't look like anybody got hurt. That's good, so we can give them a little rest.
Completed rivalry as well.
Yep, love that. That worked out well. Charity
Excellent.
promo. We have Charlotte Flair, Mrs. Andrade bringing in the fans. Love that. Next one up, Buddy Matthews demanded a match, and because he demanded a match, you know, I saw his email came in, and the first thing I thought was, "Damn!" So we're bringing in Farouk. I am a little upset that the symbols aren't painted across his chest.
Yeah.
But these two being a cold rivalry, just starting off, we're going to start him in a Hell in a Cell. So I'm sure Jim Cornette is somewhere shaking violently, that we're not building to this sort of thing, but we needed the branded bonus.
Yeah.
So we're going to simulate this one.
Wow. How awesome is your show going to look whenever it's actually in the Hell in a Cell venue? Wow. Wow.
For a cold match, brought me a nice 3.5 star.
All right. So your
Love
show
it.
was up
Branded
and it
bonus.
went down. Now it's time to build her back up.
We have a charity from Penelope Perfect. Got another
All right.
45 hundo in the door. Mid card.
Here we go.
It's an Extreme Rules match.
Oh my!
Do you
La
want to watch this?
Flama.
I feel like we have to watch this.
Hey, that's what it's your show, man.
I think for the second week in a row, we need to watch just the
watch
glory that is the Red Flame and the roller coaster.
La Flama Roja.
So we are going to go ahead and spectate this one. It's an Extreme Rules match, so it should be plenty entertaining.
So if you're not watching on YouTube, this is where you want to hit pause and you want to head over to the YouTube, because I am dead serious. This match is gonna be awesome.
And we have
Wrestling
the nice.
has more than one royal family.
That is true. The Podski is now officially in there. Oh, look at that entrance.
It's so good.
Oh, wait for the concussions to go off. Scares the crap out of you.
It does. It's great pyro, though.
It really is.
I wish they would make some amendments. I wish they made some updates to it with the smoke, or at least allowed you, to edit it.
Yeah, I
Because
agree.
adrenaline's in my soul.
And every fight is
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
Fight's out of control.
I know the words, but that's the joke with Sean Ross Sapp. Whenever people were asking him for all the Cody Rhodes news, he just kept saying something. He would always put, "I got Cody Rhodes news, adrenaline in my soul, something Cody Rhodes."
Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at
Cody's strutting that ass down to the ring now. Look at that chest hair.
Great entrance live. Oh yeah, I got a little bit of the hamburger meat.
Good hamburger meat. Great entrance live.
Yep. You really don't appreciate the woe until you do it.
Yes.
IRL.
during his first run here in WWE.
All that pyro blowing the entire pyro budget for WCW on a mid-card match.
At least you had a pyro budget. I don't think I even did for my show.
That's true. I don't think you did. Cody's all fired up.
How underwhelming is that? Mistakes were made.
The visual difference is the big thing. So
I'm really sorry. Really sorry.
Right
to the
here, we need to
listeners.
cue in that. We need to cue in that Mr. Krabs Billie Jean.
Yeah. Oh my God! Look at him.
Oh. He's gonna be the next Kamala.
Fantastic.
But my question is, does anybody actually own that social media tag?
Well, that's
At @redflame_.
She was more like a beauty queen from a movie.
You need
Darth
you should
Maul
probably
with
claim
She don't mind, but
Should
probably
do
claim for
you
the doctor.
mean I am the one?
Darth Maul with the Elvis taking care of business glasses. The largest calves in the world.
I am the one
Dude, those thighs,
Thighs for
man.
days.
who would dance on the floor.
Dude,
Scorching.
there is so much friction in those pants on them thighs.
That's why his pants are on fire.
That's why he used the red flame.
That's right. It's not actually anything to do with his work. It has 100% to do with his thigh chafing.
Dude, this is going to be an incredible match.
Oh, I just want to see Cody try and pick him up. Cody's starting off hot, coming in. Oh my God, he got him up for the sidewalk slam.
Got him up early for a pin.
Oh, he's just working on his cardio here. He's trying to tire him out, making him get up and get down.
I know that we've said this before, but the boot, the material for the boots is old.
That was just a short table shot.
The amount of material that's needed to make those boots for the Red Flame is insanity.
They have to cost at least double what everybody else's does.
Dude, they have to custom make those zippers on the inside.
They really do. Cody had to work on his yoga just to be able to squat and spread to get on top of him and punch him in the face.
He did his
Him and
DDP.
Brandy have been working on it.
Dude, Cody's already up on the top.
Oh, is that a moonsault? Hit me with a moonsault.
Oh,
That one had to hurt.
oh man.
No apprehension to putting one's body on the line. Absolutely spiked. DDT. An impressive sequence from Cody. Rhodes is unloading.
That's what we need, another lockup.
Yeah.
Oh, he just tossed him.
Huge toss. Was definitely not thinking about finesse.
Ouchies. Right in the face.
Oh,
Who doesn't love a classic Russian leg sweep?
seriously.
That used to be a finish.
Now it's merely just a.
It's not
move.
even a high. That's a low spot.
No, it's yeah.
Like Cody is wearing his ass out.
This one might be a short match. I don't know.
I mean,
Oh, gut
based on the
punch.
cardio, I can 100% believe that it could be a short match.
Oh,
He learned that one from Arn.
well, Cody's got a signature stored or built up there. Throw his ass in the ring.
Hit him with a Cody cutter. That's what this match needs.
Wow, he's already red. Kick out.
Nope, not
Dude,
today.
look at how red that belly is.
It's called the Red Flame. Oh, he wants him. He wants to get up. Get up. Oh, is he gonna hit him? Oh, Cody Cutter. Oh no, disaster kick.
I thought it was gonna be Cody Cutter. Where's he going?
Really excited for that. And he's got a finisher stored now. He only needs
He's got a
more.
sting bat.
Oh.
Oh,
Call back to the man called Sting. Oh. Oh. Jesus.
jeez, gimmick the hits, kid.
Oh my God. That like drained his stamina meter like immediately. Two hits, and he was dead. Two shits is what Red Flame's finisher is called.
He's outside the ring. Hope he's got a plan. Goes under
Austin
the
back in the ring.
inside.
Oh, that's gotta hurt rolling on the top of that table.
The WWE Universe is
got a-
pouring more fuel on his fire.
He's got splinters in places
Oh,
where people
oh,
don't
oh.
even have places. Crossroads.
Isn't enough to put Red Flame away. Two.
Do it, folks.
Dude, we're trying so hard to get the red flame over.
Here is your winner.
It's the short matches. I mean, they did get him in. He did have the Sting bat spot. So Cody gave him some offense.
He did. Wow, that looks
And
fantastic.
we know how
I
much
wish-
he loves headshots. So.
Correct. Wish my show looked like this.
God, that looks so good. That looks like
Oh, we got a great. And you got
Okay,
a rivalry grow.
good. That's what we need. And the rivalry grew.
It's important.
That's right.
That's awesome.
Love that. Anytime you can get Red Flame on the card is a good day.
Absolutely.
New addition to the roster, Cora
Ooh.
Cut.
All right. You bastard. You bastard. You put Mr. Manhattan down there in a charity. I just saw it now and I wanted to sign him, but I signed somebody else. You asshole.
Now, which one do you think is he? Deuce or Domino?
Oh, I gotta say Domino.
Okay.
Maybe Deuce.
All right. When I actually, my first thought was he looks like Heath Slater at Matt Cardona's wedding, doing the Elvis gimmick. All right,
That's
we have
fantastic.
the second to the last before Deuce and Domino go and cut a charity promo. We have our tables match for the women's tag team titles. Tamina, who there is, as we know, no one Mina. And then Shotzi's out here taking care of business. And then we have Raquel Rodriguez and Roxy. So we are going to simulate this up. Tamina and Shotzi are the champions, by the way. So let's simulate this one up. New champs!
All right. Great. They got a great score.
In a nice 3.5 there. That's probably the best that rivalry has produced to this point.
Completed
that's
your
great.
rivalry too. Look at you paying off all your rivalries.
Yeah, it's like I know how to book these things.
Right.
And I
Heath
know how
Manhattan.
Bringing in 3750.
God, Heath Manhattan is awesome.
All right, the big match of the night. It's a submission match. It's the main event. Kane versus Finn Balor. We're going to pay off this rivalry, the 4-star. So we are going to pay this one off. We'll see. They've played hot potato with this title. So we're going to see what happens after.
That is true.
This. We're going to simulate it up. 3, 2, 1. Finn Balor gets it back with a 4-star match. Very nice.
All right. Nice. So I'd say I definitely won the star battle.
Yeah,
yours is pretty even. Yeah. So I definitely won the star battle. I have amazing bookie put on a great PLE where the opener and the main event matches create a memorable start and finish with highly rated matches. And WCW says amazing booking for the same thing. So we got pretty good.
You just had more stars, yeah.
I just had more stars.
Yep.
All right.
Ooh, big
so I got
fan change.
I got a big fan change. I have no money.
You
because I paid for that building and it didn't use it.
Exactly. That's where it hit you the most. It wasn't necessarily on the stars. Maybe even on the fans, but it really hit you on the money. You did not draw nearly as much as you should have because you didn't get that.
I don't understand why the game did that though. Like, I'm going to have to go back and watch this again, but I know for a fact that I clicked the PL. I picked the, wow.
I don't know, buddy.
I lost $100,000 on that.
You might find that you're embarrassed by the time you're done with that one.
Probably.
Wow. All right, let's see what I got here. Okay, so I lost 25,000, but all my matches were very expensive, and I knew that was coming.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's kind of why I keep extra money around, just in case for those sort of things where I can afford to lose 25 grand on a match or on a card like that because I gained 151,000 fans. So I put some distance between you and I think, if my country math is right, in total fans, but I paid for it.
I'm so devastated.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see what happened. Well, I did all that to go back on top. And I have no money. How, Sway? I had 20,000 fan difference. Because I had 107. I had 176 and you had 151.
Oh, I thought you had 147 and I had 151.
No, I had 100. Okay. Yeah. So I had a 20,000 fan bump.
Okay. Well,
and that ended up catching me up and passing you. So now I'm 15
lasts.
ahead. I'm 15,000 ahead now, and I have no money.
Yeah. I was gonna say you did all that, and that's wonderful. But now you're low on stamina and you have no money.
Well, welcome to Hot Shots, where John absolutely booked himself into shame. I'm gonna have to cut somebody. I'm gonna have to cut somebody. I'm gonna have to live off of booking with a bunch of the lower talent people, probably. I don't know. It depends. I might be able to make money next time.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can. I think the big thing is you can't have any show logistics stuff.
Yeah, I just got to be careful with my money. Son of a gun.
Yeah.
Dude, I had 500,000 at the start of the show.
How did you do that?
I bought 3 cards because they were actually good cards that I could use. And then I bought a free agent for the next show because I knew that people were going to end up getting hurt and I needed to think about the future. So therefore I lost a little bit of money there too. And then my show ended up costing me I lost 113,000 in money where I probably would have made 50,000 based off of how good my show was. So I probably would have only lost about 200. I probably would have lost I would have gained what I would have paid in cards.
Yeah. I see, and none of the cards that I had there I was really super interested in. And then I played a card. So I bought the arena,
Yeah.
obviously.
I paid for the arena and I didn't even use it.
But I had a card for free show logistics.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't pay. That was like 45 grand I was able to save.
Yeah.
So I saved that, but and my show was consistently good, but it just wasn't as consistently high because some of those didn't pay off. And then I
Yeah.
didn't. So, and you did a lot of match types.
I did.
You did like
well,
3
because
Hell in a Cells.
Yeah, because I saw that it had that PLE bonus, and I was like, okay, well, I need to make Hell in a Cell a point. And then whenever I got in there and I started looking at the only reason I think my booking ended up being slightly better than yours was because I tiered my rivalries, because I know that the rivalries mean a lot, like in the terms of booking. So
Yes.
what I said at the beginning of whenever I started my part of the show was that I want to start with my second highest rivalry and end with my highest rivalry. And then the second match is going to be the lowest one I got going, and then just build it back up. So
yeah, that's what I was trying to do as well, which is why that Buddy Matthews and Farouk match was where it was. Because I didn't expect it to do anything, but I was also really careful with the stamina. So like some of those matches in the mid card, and even I would like, honestly, all of my matches were impacted by me making and thinking about stamina. Like I could have done some of the bigger gimmicks.
Yeah, and I have to do shakeups now because I had my tag team rivalry paid off. Both of my tag team rivalries paid off. My women's champion HBK's hurt. Dewdrop's probably out. So I was gonna do shakeups regardless, but and I knew, so that's why I signed one more person, and I have some extra people to play with. That's why I haven't used Ivar yet. I haven't used Dewdrop or whatever his name is, and I didn't use Cruz del Toro, and so I have options. It's just I have to be very careful of what I'm doing, and if somebody's hurt or whatever, I gotta, because HBK's out for 4 weeks, so I can't use him. I can't use HBK until the next pay-per-view. So that sucks.
Yeah,
and he's my
I'm gonna
tag
have
team
to
champion.
dig in.
He's my tag team champion, which even sucks even worse. So I'm gonna have to think about doing an injury rehab on him probably next time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably dip in, and because what's gonna happen is some of my people are gonna be so low on stamina that I can't run them.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to rest some folks, try and build their rivalries while they're resting, feature some other folks. I'm probably gonna have to dip into the talent well a little bit, but that's all right because I still have budget for stuff like that. I just have to be mindful of who I bring in.
I got gut railed on the budget. This is where I was 2 shows ago after the this is where I was after the draft. So everything that I built after the draft, I ended up, well, I did start making money when I could run the bigger buildings for the show. So I'm not worried because I did make up that money pretty fast once I got the big arena. And that's what I know from Up, Up, Down, Down. That's what they said. Like once you get the big arena, it actually helps you. It costs more, but you make more money in the long run. So I feel
I'm glad I got that one now. I'm gonna run that one consistently.
But I am nervous. So we have a really good start. I don't know what the next pay-per-view is. We'll see here. Extreme Rules is the next pay-per-view.
Oh. So here's the thing though. I'm a gentleman.
Yeah.
Okay. I had one.
I know. I saw that you were thinking about it, and I did that because I knew that I had low cash. I didn't know I had that low of cash, and you played the other card. So you're going to play this and you're going to completely screw me.
In time.
You could bury the show right now. So, but you're going to start off booking first next week. That's what we'll think about for the next time. But yeah, so make sure that you Make sure you check us out on socials at _Podski on Twitter and Instagram. The Podski with John Baker on YouTube, which you're currently watching now. And the same is on Facebook. Make sure you check out JC at Podski_doc, correct?
All lowercase, yep.
All lowercase. And make sure you check us out for the Vanderpump Rules show later in the week. Those shows are like exploding on YouTube. I was really blown away with the response to both of those shows. We got some bonus content coming up with Andretti with Tooth and Nails. So be sure to check that out too. Got a lot more content, as I said, coming up soon. So be on the lookout for that. And thank you to JC. I'm ahead now for a little bit, but JC's probably going to bury me with money wise. So
Soon.
yeah, soon. So with that, we will see you next time on the Podski.